Who is this? Your leg fell out of your sleeve. Your leg fell out of your sleeve. You can't stay. Look at this. You are a mess. You are a mess. Welcome everybody to Aromatically Speaking, my secondary channel. This is a channel where I go live, usually on Sundays, and there's spontaneous lives as well. But Smell It Sunday is a show where we talk about candles, aromatics, nostalgia, things that make us feel good. And speaking about things that make us feel good, you guys have not seen Elsa. We're both a bit overexposed at the moment. But you guys haven't seen her in a while because she was groomed and she was cut pretty short, her haircut. She was quite embarrassed, but she's getting all fluffy again. And she's got her Santa, her green Santa sweater on, right? And you're terribly camera shy. She is a rascal in real life, and yet, once you put a camera in front of her, she looks like one of those dogs that you see in those really sad commercials with Sarah McLachlan. You're not a sad dog. Get in close. Tell them that I treat you good, and you are a happy dog. I mean, we all have our problems. Merry Christmas, everybody. I'm gonna put Elsa into the next room. That's where all of her toys are, and I won't allow her to eat any candles on the floor, which is always a good thing. Come on, Elsa. Come on. Good girl. Yes, so let us get to it. We have a bunch of folks in the house. I postponed my show yesterday, and I've come on late today, and it is Christmas Eve, so I'm guessing it's gonna be a small attendance. Look at the hair. A small attendance today, or at the very least, people will be watching later. So let me fill you in on what I have planned. Those who are joining in, it's a very short list, so we can name everybody. We got Jody, we have Rianne, we have, why is my mouse not working? Or is that it? We got to get more of you guys commenting or chatting in the section below. So what are we going to be doing? We're going to be opening up a bunch of Christmas cards, Christmas gifts sent from you guys to me. Now, one stipulation is I haven't been to my post office box in a few days, so there's a good chance that if you have sent me something, maybe I haven't received it yet. So please don't take it as I am as an offense, as I'm skipping your card or gift. And also those who have already sent me stuff, if I forget to mention, I'm going to try to mention everyone's name, but if anyone I forget to mention, please don't take that to heart, because I save every little piece of cards, gifts that you folks send me. This is insane. This is just 2018. And this is not gifts. This is just purely cards and gifts and tokens, all from you guys. Halloween stuff, summer stuff. See some stuff that I forget about. I have to go through here every once in a while because I forget all of the goodies that I have. So I want to thank everyone all year round. Giving thanks. As part of the headline, I want to give thanks, and that's the first part of my giving thanks, is to thank all of those who have taken the time out of their day just to send me a card, say hello, or to send me a gift. Anyone's welcome to do so, of course. The number one rule is that you don't spend a lot of money. Spend a couple dollars if you want. I'll open whatever you send me on air or on a live stream. But just don't send me anything that's gonna set you back. We have a giveaway winner to announce. A winner who is going to be receiving a Witch City Wicks Candle Enthusiast holiday box set that is a limited edition. It's limited to 50. And I don't know where we stand. I don't know if they're sold out. I've been so busy. I haven't spoken with Liz, the proprietor, in more than a week. But if they are still available, or if you want to find out, go to the website www.witchcitywicks.com, and in the search bar, just type in Candle Enthusiast, and you'll see what's left of that limited edition box set. And I've shown this 500 times, but let me just briefly show it one more time. This one is completely unraveled. I opened this one with excitement. 4 of my picks for holiday fragrances made by Witch City Wicks, and these beautiful tin travel tins, 2.2 ounces each, I believe. We have in-store exclusives here. We have Christmas exclusives in here. You get 4 of them, plus a bunch of swag, and a personal little letter from me for $24 plus shipping and handling. These black matches. Look at those black tips. I love this. Liz has brand new merchandise. And yeah, brand new postcard, Witch City Wicks, and then a postcard for me, because I had to thank you as well, not just Liz. So if they are still available, I'm not sure if they are, go over to witchcitywicks.com. In the search bar, Candle Enthusiast. $24 is the perfect way, in my opinion, to get a sampling of a large array of different candles that she makes. Things that are bold and challenging to things that are super easygoing and nearly everybody will love. I think we did a good job with that, and hopefully we could do it again, and hopefully next time it'll be maybe 6 or 8 fragrances. Should we do the giveaway winner now? I always make you guys wait till the end, but I feel like we should do the giveaway winner, although I don't think she is here. It is a she, so I just gave the first clue. And look at this, Lucinda. Hello, Lucinda. I don't think we have been acquainted, and your name jumps out at me because I didn't have a dog, but I took care of a dog. I had a house in Napa Valley, and I shared it with several roommates, and we had, I loved the dog to death. She now lives in Florida, but her name was Lucinda. She was this beautiful little pug, and she was like my little companion. My roommates would work nights, so Lucinda and I would spend a lot of quality time together. She got into the Halloween candy once, and it was scary. Thankfully, there was no chocolate involved. But welcome, Lucinda. Stephanie Hall says, I will be burning Krampus tonight. She is referring to Krampus, Stephanie Hall. And I want to thank Stephanie once more for her Christmas card. Before I forget, it was on one of my lives when I was up in New Hampshire, and I don't think you were present for that, Stephanie. So now that you're here, I want to make sure that I thank you in person. I got 2 mugs, and then we're going to start opening up gifts. This one's got the water. I already had too much coffee, as some of you could tell, but I have my Witch City Wicks mug. It's still overexposed. 2019, all of these little professional hiccups, I'm gonna fix them. I'm making the declaration, I'm going professional in 2019. It's overexposed. Too much lighting. And what else? Laura can't make it today, I don't think. And the reception kind of looks bad. I'm not sure if that's on my side or the service. This was a gift from Laura, aka Horror Queen. I was always obsessed, 'cause I always wanted to go to Disneyland with a Mary Poppins shirt. Now I have a Mary Poppins shirt, but I always wanted one that says supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, and Laura made it happen with her good friend, and yes, I told her I'd be wearing this on Christmas, and it's Christmas Eve, but still. I'm going to be with the family tonight. They're going to see my t-shirt, and if anyone is asking themselves and wondering, I have seen the new Mary Poppins film, and I'm just going to keep it very simple. It was a complete joyous experience. I saw it after a really long week of filming, and I was exhausted, and man, it's just... Say what you will about the film. We all have different opinions. It was just such a pure joy. You know, I needed Mary Poppins to come back into my life. And what a perfect time to have that happen right before the holidays. And Emily Blunt, bam. So we'll move on from that. Also, Laura had a little ornament with Mary Poppins. And then Nicole, and we are going to do the giveaway winner. I realized my ADD pulled me away from that. But I want to show this. Nicole Menard sent this to me from Disneyland. We have Mary Poppins in her jolly holiday outfit. And then yet another piece of Mary Poppins memorabilia. This is a kind of retro. This is a mid to early 1990s Mary Poppins plush. Because of the family of P.L. Travers owning the rights to Mary Poppins, it's very tricky, it's very sticky for Disney to create merchandise for Mary Poppins. It's very difficult. You'd think they would have so many cool things, and they only have a select few options. But in the 90s, they had this little doll, and this was sent to me by Rebecca Johnson. Rebecca, one of our moderators and dear friends here on the Candle Enthusiast. We have Mary's plush. I believe that was hers. And then Nikki. I still haven't worn my socks yet from Washington Wicks. We have my Sasquatch or Bigfoot socks. Let's do the giveaway winner. So on my last live, I said I'd be giving away one of these boxes. So this box has 4 fragrances from Witch City Wicks. Liz and I collaborated, and I told you guys to just go on to Witch City Wicks Instagram page, share a comment, link me up, and this way I know that you're commenting and saying hello to Liz. This way she knows I'm sending you her way. And this was complete lottery system, and the reason why I wanted to bring this out is because the winner of this giveaway is going to be our dear friend Nicole Menard, also a moderator for the Facebook Candle Enthusiast fan group. Nicole, I am so happy that you won this. I mean, I wish I could give one to everybody, but Nicole has sent me so many nice things over the years. So many very thoughtful things that I feel like this is a perfect way to give back just a little bit. I just wish that I could have got it to you before Christmas. But just look at it as a New Year's gift. I don't think Nicole is with us right now, but I will reach out to her, or if you guys come across her in the interwebs, just let her know. She won a Witch City Wicks box set. And let's get to opening some gifts. How's everyone doing? It's Christmas Eve. Are you guys just, those of you who are tuning in, are you just ignoring your families? Do you not celebrate Christmas? Or are you celebrating Christmas alone? I've done that. There's no shame in that. Sometimes that has to be done. So we have a card here from Georgia, the state. Karen Neville. Karen, we all know Karen. Beautiful. I gotta be careful. I can't show the front of the card because I didn't gaff tape the address. Usually I put a little piece of black tape on there. There's a card here, very pretty silver envelope. Oh yeah. It's gonna be hard for the camera to get this one. And stuff is falling out from the inside. Can you see that? Merry Christmas. Look at that landscape. Honestly, that is like heaven to me. And there's tire tracks, which means it's accessible with a Jeep, which I was driving all last week. So I could have driven down that path. Beautiful winter landscape. Nothing better than seeing snow on all of the branches. And this one has got a coating of glitter on it. And it says, "May your Christmas be as bright and beautiful as the new fallen snow. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Enjoy a couple cups of coffee." Karen, hopefully I'm pronouncing your name right. Neville? I think that's pretty straightforward, Neville. But yes, inside the card, a little mini envelope. Starbucks. I was just at Starbucks. And look at that, it's a moose. Thank you so much for this gift card, Karen. This will certainly, this week, I'm with my brother and sister-in-law this week, which means Starbucks will happen. There's going to be a lot of Starbucks. So this card will go to great use. I wonder if she did that on purpose with the moose. Because I'm always making fun of the moose crossing signs up in New Hampshire, and I just got back. I still have yet to see a moose. Karen, huge thank you and a huge loving, how do I want to say? I want to echo your sentiment to you and your family, and I hope you're doing something really festive and wonderful right now. And telling you, something as small as $10 for coffee to keep this show in the road is big, very big. Or just to put a smile on your face. You know, sometimes I'm just like anybody else. Sometimes I just need a smile on the face. Some days are just, you get, you know, it's not as easy as some other days to keep smiling. But then you get a card in the mail and you realize how much genuine kindness there is out there. And it makes your day all better. So, pretty envelope as well. I'm trying to hide the address. We have a little glittery Christmas tree. This one, I think, by the last name, is from our dear friend, Laura Mason. Is it Mason or Mason? Or AKA Horror Queen. And look at this. We have something inside. We have Santa Claus dressing the snowman. There's something very, very sweet about that. Is he building the snowman? Or did he find, like, a living, breathing, talking snowman in the forest And as he's saying, you know what, I brought you a little token, a little gift, a scarf, and I'm gonna wrap it around, not to keep you warm, but just to keep things festive, because you gotta keep Mr. Snowman cold. Really pretty card. You know, we just don't send, as a people, as a group, as human beings, I truly don't believe we send enough cards and postcards in the mail anymore. We just don't do it. You know, I try to, I say I'm always going to, and I think, you know, there's just something about getting a card or postcard in the mail that will never ever be the same as getting like an e-card, right? Not that I don't appreciate e-cards, but let's keep Hallmark in business. And look at this. We have a beautiful portrait. This is really a beautiful portrait of Laura and Matt. If you are a part of the Facebook fan group, the Candle Enthusiast Facebook fan group, no question you are very familiar with Laura and her husband. I believe her husband, right? Matt. They're characters, to say the least, but they are so genuine and so loving. They've opened up their house to me whenever I am in the area. They just told me to give them a couple hours notice. But they said if I'm ever in the area, I'm not in Georgia. They are in Georgia, Alabama. If I'm ever in the area to swing by, say hello, maybe have dinner. Thank you very much, Laura. Laura already sent me this shirt and some beautiful gifts, so thank you so much. Carol Lang. Where's Carol? Is Carol not here? And Eric's making fun of me. I believe he's talking to me. You have the hardest time pronouncing the easiest names. I think I'm just sensitive to pronouncing people's names wrong. People always call me Sean instead of Shane. It's happened every day of my life. And people think I get really offended by it. I don't. It happens every day of my life. It's kind of like the Kirsten, like Kirsten Dunst, Kristen thing. It turns out, and Eric, perfect timing, because I'd been saying Rianne. See, Rianne, with the Olaf, she's a dear friend of mine, and of the Candle Enthusiast. And the EPC family, my brother's channel as well. But it's not actually Rianne. It's, I can't do the accent, I'm sorry. It's Rihanna. It's Rihanna with an accent, a really pretty one. I can't pull off the accent. Carol Lang is the sweetest. I wish she were here, because even though this year I've been really bad of answering comments on my videos, I've also had a rough time posting a lot of videos this year. But as far as answering comments in the comment area, I think I've discouraged a lot of people from leaving comments, because I used to respond back to every single one. But what you guys should know is I do read every single comment. I just don't respond, because if I can't respond to every single one, I feel that it's very unfair to respond to a few. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is that Carol, no matter if I respond or don't respond, always leaves such kind words of positivity, it's never taken for granted. So thank you very much, Carol. But let's see what she sent. Oh, and there's a little bonus in all of these cards here. Beautiful angel on a snowy night, and we have the North Star surrounded by snowflakes, the wintry forest, and a chapel on the bottom. And is there people? It looks like there may be people chilling out. I can't tell in the chapel, but it is illuminated. Maybe there's a little midnight mass going on. But we have that beautiful winter Christmas landscape. Woo! Look at this. Dear Shane, December 2018. Wishing you all the special blessings of this glorious season. Same to you, Carol, seriously. Hugs from across the miles and hoping you have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Your candle friend, Carol Lang. Right back at you, Carol. And again, I use the word way too much, but the positivity and the encouragement and all of your comments all throughout the year, thank you. That's what this video is all about, giving thanks. But there's a little extra note here. It's a little post-it. It says, Shane, please do not share this contents of the letter on the air. Thanks. So me and Carol apparently have a little bit of secrets. This is just for me and Carol, and I will be reading this later. That's always a really good thing to do. Thank you for doing that, Carol. Because I never know. Sometimes these things, you know, are private messages. Nothing secretive. But sometimes everything is not appropriate for being on the air. And this one from Elizabeth Walker. Elizabeth Walker from Florida. Now the name doesn't sound so familiar, but I wonder if that's because I'm maybe familiar with Elizabeth's YouTube name. Look at this. And look at this. Elizabeth, so awesome. It says not for live. So this card also private. Private. But what is not private is this. Look at this. I don't know if this is vintage wrapping paper, but it looks like it. This looks like this was wrapped in, like, you know, like the 50s or the 60s, seriously. And that's totally not a knock on this. That is so beautiful. I love that this is like a retro wrapping paper, and you did a wonderful job with the bow here. Does the bow work? I hate to ruin it. It does work. See, I just tie a fake bow if I ever do a ribbon. Oh my God. Oh my, this is incredibly, insanely kind. Oh wow. Really, it doesn't take much to make me emotional, and you might be laughing when I show you what this is, but this is something from my Amazon wish list. This is a GoPro battery, and whenever I talk about raising funds for the show, the budget of the show, it's not just about the money and how it's spent. It's about the future of the show and all the little things that it takes to keep the show running. And I was just in Santa's Village, and guess what? I ran out of battery power for my GoPro because I have one good battery and then I have two knockoff batteries. But now I have two GoPro batteries, and these things aren't inexpensive. So thank you so much, Elizabeth. I really, I wish I knew, I wish we were better acquainted. Thank you so much, GoPro. And I was just charging up all my batteries for the GoPro, so I can pop that in there. And it's for Hero 6 and the Hero 5 too. So I am all good, all good. Beautiful. Those of you who don't have cameras or are not techies, you probably don't care about that stuff, but something is something like a battery, and a GoPro battery, I'm telling you, is important, because they're not cheap. And now that, you know, I'm shooting in sometimes 2K, 4K resolution, they can run out fast. All right. Trying to think if there's anything else someone has sent me. Someone, I'm forgetting someone, and someone is going to be upset. So please, if I haven't mentioned your name and you sent me something for Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, my 2nd year anniversary, if I'm not missing your name, or if I'm missing your name, I'm sure I mentioned it at some point in one of the videos. But the whole purpose of this video, the whole theme of this video for today is simply, I just want to address my thanks. It's because I find that I come off very redundant. I say thank you, I say thank you, I say thank you, and I get so tired of saying thank you, because how else can you express your gratitude in words? There's not, without speaking other languages, it's very hard to use any other words than thank you. And so I figured I'd take the time to address, not just saying thank you, but how much what you guys do, and your presence and your viewership and your friendship means to me. Now, this is from our dear friend Nancy Martinez. Nancy is not here either, and I feel bad because I told her I was going to open it yesterday, and I postponed the show. But we all know Nancy. I had the pleasure to meet Nancy and her sister this year, and it was a really quick meet and greet, but it was just this really beautiful experience. We had coffee. Nancy got a chance to share what she liked about the show and ask some questions, and in return she just really well, I had a chance to express, I hope it came off, express how much her viewership has meant to me, because literally, if I post something on Instagram, if I post a video, if I post anything anywhere, Nancy will be there to like it or comment on it. Open gift first. Gifts first. Okay, there's 2 cards. And this is, Nancy did this last year. And just to show everyone that I keep every little token, Nancy. And in my Mickey Mouse cup, Nancy knows how much I love frosted winter berries. That was Nancy as well. And Nicole, when you watch this later, if you watch this later, Elsa is wearing her knitted gown, but I haven't worn my Jack Skellington hat or scarf yet. I'm afraid to ruin it, but I will wear it. Gifts first. Look at this. Look at this. Now, this is what I'm talking about. Whew, Nancy. So we have frosted winter berries and we have frosted sprigs. I honestly don't know if these are real or not. I don't want to ruin it. The winter berries aren't real. But the sprigs look like they totally could be. Like if they were rosemary or something. So here we go. Beautiful. Seriously, thick ribbon. So I gotta keep all this little stuff. So I'm gonna keep this little guy. I'm gonna keep it with Nancy's winter berries from last year. I'm not a hoarder. I keep the good things. the special things. Hope I'm opening this in a good order. It looks like it might be coffee. I don't think it is. How many people do we have in the house? We got 20 people in the house on Christmas Eve. Thank you for taking a little bit of time on this very special holiday to join in on Smell It Monday or Smell It Christmas Eve. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. See, Nancy's always sending me things from specific places. Germany or Chicago. And I have a feeling... We have a Fehrenbach cuckoo clock and gifts. Black Forest Fehrenbach cuckoo clock and gifts. At GermanClocksSandGifts.com. We're located in Pennsylvania. So Fehrenbach Black Forest Clocks, Peddler's Village, Shop 68, Laaska, Pennsylvania. What do we have inside here? I'm curious, guys. I love the German decor. Reminds me of fairy tales, Disneyland. Oh my God. That is serious business. Okay, guys, take a close look at this. That is a massive slab. I wish I knew what kind of tree this was, but that's such beautiful bark. So beautiful that you would be like, is that fake? No, that is a real slab of wood. It's a soft wood. So I'm wondering if it's just, it's a pine or some coniferous tree. It's not a hardwood, but definitely a pine tree shaped chunk of bark. And Nancy, remind me later, literally, Nancy, if you're watching this later, remind me to show you what, I have something that I can put this next to, that I actually found out in the woods and salvaged. And I've been waiting to turn it into a lamp. Yes, a lamp. And this is actually going to go right next to it. That is a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. You can actually see the little shiny spots from the sap or the resin pouring out of the bark. Pennsylvania. I'm just going to go on record right now. Pennsylvania, I don't think they get enough credit for all the greatness. So much greatness comes out of Pennsylvania. Same thing, but look, that ornament. She sent me a votive holder like this last year, and it was sitting on my desk. When I remodeled, it got moved to my office in the next room, where it sits proudly on my desk. But this little ornament here, I just have to figure out a way to backlight that. Can you see that? There's a shooting star floating on top of a church, a steeple, a little tree, and again, that nice, beautiful bark. Does it smell? It does, and Nancy's in the house. Okay, and she's correcting me. She goes, no. Kindle Market in Chicago. Am I pronouncing that right? Maybe the best. These are really aromatic. You know what it is that to get this pattern out, I'm guessing they have to use one of those tools, the point that gets really hot, to kind of trace it out and then punch it. So what I'm smelling is not only a little bit of that sweet pine and raw wood, but a little bit of the roasted part of the wood. Like you just put a blowtorch on this for a quick second. So glad Nancy made it here. Trying to follow the conversation down here below. And then there's a second one. Oh wow, look at that. This one we have the lit candle. What do we call these? Advent candles? What's the correct terminology? But below, if I can get it real close, we have some holly berries, nice green leafage, and man, I can only imagine this cannot be an easy thing to craft. These, Nancy, thank you so much. There's more. There is more. How is it watching somebody open gifts? Is it frustrating because you want a gift too? Or is it fun? Leave that in the comments below. Nancy sent me a candy cane last Christmas. I'm not even kidding. I'm actually quite proud of my memory. That candy cane I used as a prop throughout the year. And at some point, what did I do with it? I used it for something. But now I have one to replace it. Look at that. Again, attention to detail. Nancy, I should have you be putting together my subscription boxes. Seriously, because, you know, I put a lot of thought into what goes into the Candle Enthusiast subscription boxes, but after all of that, like, by the time I'm packing everything, I'm not thinking about all these little details. I love it. Let's see what we got in here. Could be some treats. If it's treats I can share. Or a puzzle? A game? Uh-oh. They're treats. Oh yeah. And just a testament to how much Nancy knows me. Mint chocolate. Look at this. 2018 Marshall Fields of Chicago mint chocolates. And it comes in this beautiful tin of... is this a piece of artwork I should know? I don't think so, but it is very nice. A beautiful... kind of looks like the public inn that I just stayed at in New England, up in Massachusetts. But yeah, so one of my first childhood memories of combinations of aromas and flavors, excuse me for those who've heard this a billion times, was I remember specifically being at a Baskin Robbins, and by default I would get mint chocolate chip ice cream because I loved it. But I asked my mom, why do they call it mint chocolate chip and why is it green? She's like, well, there's mint in it and there's chocolate in it. I'm like, there's no mint in this ice cream, that's gross. She's like, no, they put mint in it. And I just didn't believe it. It wasn't until my mother actually gave me a piece of chocolate and like after I had been chewing on a piece of gum, and that I realized that these two completely contrasting flavors became something completely different. And I was just like a child in a scratch and sniff book. It was such a magical thing. It was like a magic trick. only using your nose or a treat in your mouth. So mint chocolate chip, I always go back to that when I think about how two aromas or two flavors together really aren't the sum of their parts, but something completely different. Mint chocolate. And still one of my favorite Christmas candle themes. Chocolate and mint. Kringles, I have it right over there. Peppermint cocoa. I was burning not too long ago Yankee candles, the Girl Scout cookies, the what do they call them? Thin mints? Are they called the thin mints? Anyway, mint and chocolate. This will go to great use. My mother's favorite candies are what are they called? The ones that come in the little foils that you get at like Andes candies, I think they're called, the mint chocolate chip cookies. Anyway, thank you very much. Oh, but there's another gift. I keep going for the cards. No comment. Oh God, I wish I knew what that was for. No comment to what, Eric? I like watching. Okay, it's about opening the gifts. So another candy cane. This one's got a pine cone. Well, that one did too. I just missed it. It's fun watching you open gifts, says Stephanie. Thank you. The artist name is on the back of it. See, Nancy and I would think alike. John Baker, painting by Chicago artist John Baker. Very nice. I'm trying to think if that's oil. Yeah, it looks like oil on canvas, but it's kind of done where it looks like a pastel. Beautiful. And we have another gift. I'm just, I try to like undo the tape. I gotta start opening them up like a kid, just go after it. Oh no. Oh, this is so wonderful. Eric, you're still with us, aren't you? Oh, yes. Festive red and green glow. This is, what are these actually called? So let me just read the whole box. Santa's World, since 1946, Kurt S. Adler Incorporated, the early years. KSA exclusive for indoor use only. The Jolly Santa Bubble Lamp. That's right, this is not just a bubble lamp. It's Santa Claus holding a bubble lamp. And let me tell you, you can never have too many of these. I had one, and this is like informative here. Like there's a history to the Jolly Santa bubble lamp. Kurt S. Adler. So Nancy was the one who was I think Nancy was informing me of those, I don't want to say old-timey because we've probably all had them in our childhood, but those plastic Santa Clauses and snowmans and reindeer that we put out outside and illuminate from within, those plastic things. She knew the correct terminology here. This looks like another piece of Christmas history that I'm unfamiliar with. And this is so cool. I mean, Nancy knows me, because it's perfectly retro. Yeah, it's brand new. Look at that. Look at Santa Claus. Can we get a good exposure on Santa? We got Santa holding like this little green bucket.
He's gonna go right here on my shelf, and I don't care. I haven't had a chance to enjoy my Christmas decorations. I've decided to keep them up until the second week of January. But we gotta plug in the bubble lamp, because that's the best part. Blow mold Santa, there you go. Yeah. I was just shocked when you said blow mold, because I actually know a lot about mold making. Weirdly, I know a lot, and I just had never heard of that form. See, this would have been made, I don't know how this would have been made. What kind of mold? Stop pretending like I know what I'm talking about. I do have to plug this in, though, because we can't just not plug this in. Luckily, I have an extension cord right here. No, Santa. No. All right. Bam. So the light bulb, I'm sorry, it is overexposed, but the light bulb inside heats up the fluid, and what happens is we start getting this very fast lava lamp-like action where the bubbles start bubbling inside, and it's like Christmas magic. It's already happening, and there's glitter. And there's glitter in this one. Can you see the glitter? And just like Eric said, it's very hard to see one of these and be angry. Whenever you see one of these bubble lamps, it just makes everything okay. And it turns every enemy into a buddy. Makes you want to forgive. Makes you just want to be happy. Look, let's just take a moment to enjoy all that. Let's take a moment. I had a Groucho Marx joke, but I lost it. I've been watching a lot of Groucho Marx lately. Nancy, thank you so much for this. Really fun gift, and all of my other gifts. Can I open your cards now, though? There's 2 of them. Okay, this one. Okay. So I think there's some context behind the gifts. I hope you're enjoying your Christmas season and spending great times with your family and Elsa too. Elsa and I, we spent 8 days apart, so we had some nice, a nice day of catching up and wrestling and playing out in the grass. I just wanted to send you a couple of things. You sent me a whole box of goodies. I just wanted to send you a couple of things that I enjoy, and hopefully you will enjoy them too. Number 1, wooden tree and ornaments. Every year I go to the Chris Kindle Market. I got it. Chris Kindle Market here in Chicago, and enjoy the food and fun of German gifts they have to sell. So I had to go back to the Fehrenbach. I'm not going to try to do an accent. Is this the same place where you got the stuff last year? It may have been. Fehrenbach, Black Forest Clocks, and Gift Shop booth. I really love this tree. I love it too. It has a Tim Burton flair. Yeah. It kind of does it not? I can definitely see that. It has a Tim Burton flair, especially if you think about Nightmare Before Christmas. Of course. Also, I thought you might enjoy these ornaments. I thought they were pretty unique, and for you, and one for Elsa. Very sweet. Number 2, blow mold Santa. Blow molds. That's it. I get it. It all comes full circle. So we had a conversation about blow mold Santas. She buys me a blow mold Santa. I get it. But it's a blow mold Santa with a bubble lamp and glitter. So multi-purpose, multifaceted. I thought you needed your very own miniature, and I was actually thinking about buying like a legit full-size Santa Claus and putting it back here. Wouldn't know what to do with it after Christmas. So this will do. I thought you needed to have your very own miniature blow mold Santa. This brings me right back to when I was little, and these blow molds were the only decorations that people put outside. Candles, choir boys, snowmen, Santas, you get the idea. I had wooden soldiers. We had 3 in my parents' house. 1 for me and 2 for my 2 brothers. I hope he brings you lots of smiles. Please share these if you like these. What's the word? The chocolate mints are truly a Chicago tradition, especially at Christmas time. They were exclusively made at Marshall Fields on State Street. I gotta get to Chicago, people. I know nothing about Chicago. This store was bought by Macy's, and now they are made at another location, but the picture on this tin shows the Walnut Room, where you can eat lunch and enjoy the tree. As you can imagine, it's seriously crowded, LOL, but you can find these mints sold in the candy department. And yes, the candy department. A whole department just for candy. Yay, exclamation point. Well, I just thought you might enjoy them. Let me know what you think. I certainly will. I will be sharing them with family tonight, I'm sure. I hope you have the most wonderful Christmas and New Year. Enjoy every moment. I'm trying to do so, Nancy. Thank you so much. I'm giving thanks to you, Nancy. You really have truly, just kind of as I said with Carol, every time I post something on Instagram or on Facebook or on YouTube, you're just always there to just kind of leave a positive statement, something encouraging, and for Elsa too. And for Elsa too, you can't forget about Elsa. Woo! Look at that. You guys know exactly what I want. Because every single card has been like my dream location. Another forest winter landscape, snow-covered forest, and it says warm winter because we have that warm sunrise or sunset, that light piercing its way through the center of, it looks like a sun, it would be a sunrise, right? Because the snow would melt once the sun comes out. So early in the morning, right after the dark. Dear Shane, I just want to wish you all the joy and happiness this Christmas and New Year. I hope that you spend time with your family and Elsa and feel the love and joy you deserve. You bring light and happiness to me and everyone around you. Your thoughtfulness and spirit are unique and so rare these days. I want to truly thank you for taking the time to meet with my sister, is it Laura? Don't make fun of me, Eric. And I in Poughkeepsie. It was so sweet of you to make it so convenient for us, even though you had a really busy schedule. This means the world to me. It meant the world to me too, Nancy. Keep that in mind. Not many people do these things. Not many people do these things that you do. Christmas 2008, Shane, may your wonder and beauty of this holiday season bring a world of joy to you. Burn candles, eat, drink, and be merry. Merry Christmas and a very happy New Year. Shane, to you and Elsa too. Love, Nancy. Nancy, all I can say is you're just about the sweetest. Thank you so much for everything. If only there were other words to express thanks. Laura. Okay, so I pronounced it right. And I thought I remembered it right too. So, and I just want to make sure. You know what? Let me do this. Because I don't feel like I'd say it enough. Let me thank the moderators and the administrator of the Candle Enthusiast Facebook group. I see we have Eric here, but I know Rachel and Nicole and Lauren and Rebecca are preoccupied with other things on this holiday. But this was something that Rachel, I just kind of put it out there, God, more than a year ago, if you guys want to do this Facebook fan group thing. And it has nothing to do with me. It's just become this place where, I don't know. I'll say this. I never used to go on Facebook. I just didn't enjoy it. But now it's like, there's this place where I feel like you, the moderators, and all of the people who join in, just keep this positive, happy space, and keep it that way. Because every now and then, a little bit of negativity pops in there, and Eric takes care of it like that. Everyone does. So thank you to the moderators and administrator, and it won't happen before Christmas, but I'm gonna do as quick as I can. I have a little token for you guys who run the Facebook group. I want to send something your way. It's nothing big, it's nothing grand, but hopefully it'll be something that will put a smile on your face and at least remind you how much it means to me that you guys put in all of that work, and how weird it is to know that there's a fan group based on something I've done. Very strange. But for so let me take that chance to plug the Facebook fan group. Just do it. It's like it's like subscribing to this channel or the main channel. Just do it. For whatever reason, if you don't enjoy it, hey, we can always be friends. You can step out of the group in a week or so, but just open your eyes open to the opportunity to be a part of this really group of fun people who can help answer questions or help share kind of niche passions. We talk about movies, we talk about music, we talk about I don't know. We seem to have a lot in common. We're very much alike. So the Candle Enthusiast Facebook fan group, request to join, and give the moderators a couple days. And as long as you're a very friendly, kind person, we'd love to have you. And really, I think this will be my last opportunity to thank everybody this year. I might do a spontaneous live at some point, but this year has been, I've been on YouTube for 2 years, okay? And in those 2 years, I feel like it's been 10 chapters. It's very, very strange. You gotta keep in mind, I started this channel coming from a completely different lifestyle. I moved from California to New York. I actually had money in the bank. I was doing well for myself, but I wasn't artistically satisfied, and I needed to make a change in my life, and I knew I needed to accomplish things that I had not done in my 20s. And the Candle Enthusiast wasn't about making a channel. It wasn't about sitting down and talking about candles. It was about putting a camera back in my hand, and about, most of all, communication. finding a way to communicate with people that could relate to things that I enjoy, people who could maybe have the same sense of humor that I have. And since day number one, I really haven't had a battle planned for the Candle Enthusiast. I never knew what it would become. I imagined a few things, but those things have already kind of canceled themselves out. So we're concluding a second year, and I just want to say that while the channel continues to transition and change, and sometimes, especially this holiday season, when a lot of videos were not popping up on time, I said the Christmas Santa's Village video would be done by Christmas Day. I don't know if I'm going to have that ready for you for Christmas Day. It's going to be a great video, and hopefully no later than New Year's. But you guys just shown so much patience while I've been trying to craft and build what the Candle Enthusiast is, because there is no definition. I just knew I had to start something, and it's blossomed into something that I'm actually quite proud of. And and the people that I've met along the way was a complete bonus. I didn't expect ever starting a channel that could somehow lead to making friendships or just acquaintances, pass words here or there. But to be walking around New Hampshire and having little kids stop me in Santa's Village and say, I saw your video on YouTube and I want to be a YouTuber too. Do you have any advice? A kid stopping me, saying something like that. I never got that while trying to be a filmmaker in my 20s. I never received that kind of gratification. And the Candle Enthusiast has really just given me this immediacy to pick up a camera, talk, or film something, make some observations, share my geekiness, try to share my sense of humor, and just have good company along the way. So, a lot of words in that little speech, but hopefully the gist of what I'm trying to say is coming through. We're going to continue to evolve. We're going to continue to grow organically. We're going to continue to do new things, but to do the things we've always done in the past. Your patience during my times where I get kind of quiet, but then I come back, and then I'm quiet, and then I come back. That patience that you guys have means the world to me, because every day for me is Candle Enthusiast. I'm trying to figure it out. I have to do other things, of course, right, to keep my life rolling and on track. But my main objective is, what is the Candle Enthusiast going to be in 5 years? What is it going to be? And that's exciting, because I feel like there's a lot of things I can do. I just have to prove to myself that I can do it. And every day just push that stone a little bit further. So with that said, I want to thank you for another fantastic year here on the Candle Enthusiast and the secondary channel, Aromatically Speaking. All the friends I've made, I see all your faces here, all the kind words, all the people on the Facebook fan page, all the people on social media, all the people who've sent me gifts and cards, words of encouragement, even the people who troll me every now and then. I still somehow see the positivity through their trolling, and I see hope in what they're trying to say. And sometimes they're just flat out right. They said I used too much hairspray in a video, and you know what? You can't argue. You can't argue with that. I did. On one video, I easily used way too much hairspray. So thank you to all. One little request. I wanted to think of something as a request. And think about it. If you're with your family right now and you're busy, or you're hectic, or if you're alone, or if you're with your loved one, if you're on vacation, wherever the world has taken you at this moment, or if you're watching this video at a later time, remember that today and tomorrow, this week, maybe not for everybody, but it's a very special week. Whether you celebrate Christmas or New Year's, and just for a moment, close your eyes and think about if there's anybody in your general vicinity, in your surroundings. And not physically, maybe not in your neighborhood, but maybe it's an email, maybe it's a text message. Is there somebody in your life that maybe you don't talk to on a regular basis, or maybe you don't talk to at all, but you know that they're alone for the Christmas season, or maybe alone or down or not feeling the greatest? Rack your brain. Think about those folks out there that don't have that opportunity to be around their loved ones for these very special days, and think about how great it would be to just send them a text, send them an email, go knock on their door, leave something, a present for them on their windshield. I don't know, whatever, something that might make that might brighten their day. I really encourage you to try to at least think of someone, some person, a friend, a stranger, whatever it may be. I think you'll feel good, and I'll tell you for sure, it'll make them feel really good. So, with that said, spread the positivity, live enthusiastically, and Merry Christmas, everybody. And I'll talk to you very, very soon. Have a good one. Love you all. Bye-bye now.